Hi everyone. Before we start our lesson today, let me introduce myself. I am Amelia putri, and we're going to explore how climate change is impacting one of the ocean's most important ecosystem. And I will give you some information. Google have feature like Google. It's called a Google Art and Culture, and I got this PowerPoint from there. All right, chapter two, climate change. What is climate change doing to kelp forest? The definition is kelp forests are underwater forests made up of large brown algae called kelp, and they grow and in cool, shallow waters and are home to many sea creatures. All right, next. In here, we have climate change and cloud forest, we will understand what is happening to cloud because of climate change and rising temperatures are adversely affecting many ecosystems, including the cloud forest. And the next cloud forest ecology, marine biologists are investigating the loss of kelp forest and how this endangered marine community can be rebuilt. And the last one, we have scientists unraveling secrets. Scientists explore the different life forms that live on Great Southern Reef. The beauty and diversity of the underwater world is revealed. All right, and I will a little bit explain about how climate change affects ocean. The first one is warming oceans. As the temperature of the ocean rises, it becomes harder for kelp to survive. Especially kelp forest, cold water and warm water can slow its growth or even kill it. And these are long periods of very warm water called marine heat waves. At places like California and Australia, heat waves have wiped out large areas of kelp. And then another problem is pollution and runoff. When land pollution reaches the ocean, it affects water quality and weakens kelp. And then, for example, sea ancients eat kelp, and without enough predators, their populations can explode and destroy entire kelp forest. And then we go to the next, discovering that 95% of kelp forests around Tasmania has disappeared, and scientists are working hard to find out what is causing this deforestation and what they can do to mitigate the problem. And then, what kelp forests are vital? They absorb carbon dioxide, helping fight climate change and provide food and shelter for fish, sea otters, and many more. And then protect coastlines from waves and erosion. And then we go to the next. There is a variety of marine life. Marine biologists specialize in different aspects so that we can better understand each species and any problem that affect them. But increasing our knowledge by our better able to protect and preserve the different animals and plants that make up the ecosystem which we all rely on. All right, we go to the next. And this is our activity. I will provide the activity from a Padlet in our description box, but I will discuss about the kelp forest ecology. I'm sorry. Let's look at how kelp forests work and ecosystem. The first one, kelp forests are producers. Kelp is a primary producer, meaning it makes its own food through photosynthesis. And then sea arsons, snails, and fish feed on kelp are smaller organisms. And predators also sea otters, seals, and some fish keep other populations like arsons and balance. This balance is a very delicate if one part is disrupted. For example, sea otters disappear, the entire forest can collapse. The fun fact is kelp can grow up to 60 centimeter or 2 feet per day under the light condition. All right, this is the chapter 2, but this is the end of our lesson today. I will talk a little bit about the scientists unraveling secrets, especially the way scientists study carp and climate change. There is one diving and underwater drones. Scientists use cameras and diving gear to observe carp forests directly, but also um, they conducted the the research to gather the data collection. They measure water temperature, light levels, and kelp health over time. Also, satellite image from space satellite help track where kelp forests are shrinking or growing. And some scientists also create models to predict how kelp forests might change in the future under different climate conditions. And this is the research help us answer questions like what's causing kelp loss in specific areas, can we restore damaged kelp forests, and how can we protect marine biodiversity. So it's very beneficial for us to something like adding new knowledge in our daily life. So in our end of meeting today, I will provide several questions to increase your knowledge from Padlet, and I will provide it and description box. Okay, I want to say thanks for your for your for your attendance today. And I'm really sorry if there are any mistakes that I did. Thank you. We learn I hope we learned something today. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Thank you so much. And bye bye.